Hi, this is JJ. If you've ever wanted to create an Instagram Reels using a different part of the song that is available on the Instagram app, that's dynamic, that's fast-paced, perhaps include some of the atmospheres of the event that you're in, and you've never known how to do that, and you wanted to know how to do that, I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Hi, this is JJ Gat. So a friend of mine asked me to show him how to create an Instagram Reels. So I said, you know what? If you want to know how to create an Instagram Reels, there may be other people out there who don't know how to create an Instagram Reels either. So I'm going to show you how I create my Instagram Reels. And then after this demo, I'm going to show you some of my favorite Reels that I've made. Just because. So anyway, so first of all, there's two different ways. For a beginner, I recommend you go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and type in Instagram Reels, and you'll see lots and lots of apps. I recommend you look at the recommendations and reviews and to see what people had to say about it. I also recommend you use one that's recently been updated and maybe have like good reviews as well, has like well rated in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. That's the first thing. So there are a lot of different ones. One of the most popular ones is CapCut. And the reason why it's popular, and I'm going to show you here, is because they have lots of templates. So here's CapCut, for example, and they have different templates that you can use to drag and drop. You can take the photos and pictures in your phone. See, it has for TikTok, for Reels, Velocity, and you can even search 8 videos. One search I did, for example, I had an event that had 8 videos. So this template is for 8 videos. So I go into my phone and I select the 8 videos that I took during that event, and it just pulls it. It loads it up. It adds the transitions, it adds the music on top of it, it has any words that you've seen, and it creates the illusion for you. And you can even swap it out if you don't like the clip or anything like that. That's the easiest way, drag and drop. I highly recommend CapCut. You can't go wrong with a templated tools. It looks professional, it looks well designed. You'll get all the credit. No one's gonna know it's a template. That's the fast and easiest way to do it, is use an app that gives you templates, that gives you drag and drop where someone's already designed it already. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and you want more control, you can actually create it from scratch using a mobile app. There's several different ones out there. I prefer InShot and also use CapCut as well. InShot, I feel like it's easier, it's more intuitive for me, and that's the one I started using. However, and they've actually, since I started using them maybe 2 or 3 years ago, they've since added more functionality, more tools to them. So I highly recommend InShot as well. So I'm going to walk you through me creating Reels from scratch using clips, videos, and pictures from an event that I attended. And I'm going to pull them all together, and I'm going to rearrange the clips. So let's get started. I'm going to put it here. Okay, I'm pulling the various different videos and audio clips, videos and photo clips from my phone from the event. And I'm going to pull them all together. And then after I put them, I'm going to, and on iPhone, you can hit the share button, and it tells you, what do you want to do? Do you want to send this to Facebook? You want to send this to Twitter? What do you want to do with it? I pull it up and I clip InShot, and InShot's going to open up, and it's going to process and pull all those videos and photos together on its timeline. So first thing I'm going to do is going to clip, first thing, let me pause this for a second. First, to extreme left on InShot, there's a canvas button. And so when I push the canvas button, depending on which platform that you're putting it on, whether it's horizontal because it's YouTube, whether it's square because it's an Instagram post, or whether it's like a Reels or Pinterest size, you can select the canvas. After I select the canvas, I'm going to hit the zoom button. What the zoom button does is, if the clip is horizontal or if the clip is square, it's going to zoom it up to the size and fit it into the box of whatever the platform is going to be. Next thing I'm going to do is rearrange the clips, because it didn't drop the clips the order I wanted. So I have to move these clips around to make sense. And then they also pull some photos that I don't want to include accidentally, so I'll delete those. And then because when I zoomed it up, it put some images and videos off center, I'm going to center those clips and videos that aren't where I want it to be. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start editing it and clipping down the videos. And a lot of times people who don't know, they'll include long stretches of the video, and that's where it's boring. People don't want to see all this stuff. You just want to put the images, the most striking images, the most compelling, the most emotionally driven images. So for this here, the close-up of his watch, that's great. All that stuff of his shirt, don't need that, clip that up. clip that out. So I went to this club. I don't need the part when I'm panning down from the woman up. I just want the part where she looks at me. So the area before that, I'm going to clip that off and delete that. Then I have this other clip. It's just of the floor of this woman foot. I don't need that. I'm going to cut that off. I just want the part when I grab the glass. So I'm going to delete the part with the picture, clip, edit it, cut it, and then delete the part right before I grab the glass. Then I have this scene when I pan the club, but part of it is dark. No one can see it, so I don't need that part. So I'm going to just cut right there, take that out. Then I have this video clip here of this woman bringing the bottle, but it's off center. So that's when you go back in and you just adjust the, shift it back to the center so she's in the center of that frame of that shot. Then I have, again, I pan it to the right. I don't see those people. It's not really that great piece of content, so I can just delete that out. Then I have these photos here. The thing with the photos, when these apps, they'll give you 5 seconds of the photos. If you were at home watching a slideshow, yeah, but when someone's watching the reels, 7 to 30 seconds max. So these photos, you just need a millisecond of the photos. So I'm just going to go through and just put a little bit and clip and delete the photos. Then there's a shot when I'm leaving the casino. There's all sorts of people, all sorts of the cameras going all over the place. We don't need to see all that shaky stuff. So you're going to just cut to when you actually have a person in the frame, clip that out, and everything else, anything panning, long strings of people walking, no one wants to see that. All that stuff is unnecessary. Delete all that. Then you're going to go into Instagram. What I do next is I go through here. Now I'll go scroll through Instagram audio looking for audio. So I'll scroll through reels. And when I find a reels that I like, an audio from a reels that I like, what I'm going to do is hit the button, the bottom left corner. You can actually touch that, and that's going to pull up the audio from that specific reel. So here I like this song right here. So I'm going to hit the bottom left corner there, and that's going to pull up that audio, and I'm going to say, I'm going to screen record the audio from that. So that's when you view it for Apple, you scroll down and you save it, screen record it. Then I'm going to hit this audio, go back in InShot, and from that screen recording right here, it's going to be layered on top of the video images. Clip the part where there's nothing there, and then I'm going to move my slider so the audio and the video that I created, my clips, are right on top of each other, and so they play together. But sometimes I want the atmosphere, again, like I mentioned, of the event to play, to you to hear that. So I will reduce the volume all the way down if I don't want the audio, if it's sped up, so you don't want that. And then there's times when I do want the sounds of this club, so I'll put it down to 20%. So when the audio is playing, you'll also hear the atmosphere, and so that gives it a little more personality versus just using just the audio over top of it. So that makes it more custom, and then it sounds pretty good. Yeah, so that's how it looks. And then the next thing we're going to do, there's 2 different ways to upload onto Instagram. The best way to do it is to find that saved song and then pull up your video from your phone device and use the control tools to adjust the volume, and then you go. And then after this, I'm going to pause here briefly just to let you know, explain the controls. So in order for you not to get a copyright claim for using the music that you screen recorded, what you have to do is when you input it, add it to Instagram Reels, you have to go to the controls. And essentially in the controls section, you just saw just now, you will go to the original audio and put that up. That way, if you have any atmospherics, background noise that you wanted included from your pre-recorded version that you made in the InShot or CapCut, those background noises will be included. So in order not to get a copyright claim, you then go to the second dial, and you turn that down all the way down to maybe 0 to 0.2. You can barely hear it in the background, but yet the app will recognize that that's the song, and so the song you won't get copyright claimed, or it won't get struck, or won't get pulled down, because it's recognizing that's the music that's in that, even though it's the you have a pre-produced version of it on there. So that is how you avoid having the song get down, and you include the atmospherics in the background. Anyway, hope that explained that well. I know I went through fast on that portion, so I said let me come in here and take a little small break and explain that part. I hope that's clear. You add your captions, and you put in your topics, and you tag whoever you want to tag. You give and identify the locations you want to do that, and then what else do you do? And then that's it, and you hit publish. So that's how you can create an Instagram Reels. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. So as I promised, I have a client who's also a friend who I made some of my favorite reels for her account. So here are 3 of my favorite reels that I've made from scratch using InShot and tools and things like that, using the techniques I just showed you just now in that video.
You go first. Hello. That's Hunter.
Drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Me and them can't be friends. I fight the battle and Jah give me help.
So if you want more tips like this, keep following this account. I give lots of advice like this. I have lots of playlists and things like that related to social media. Thanks. Watch this video for more tips.